Hello guys, welcome to NCLEX Bridge. In this video, we are going to talk about the right strategy to pass the NCLEX. But before discussing about the right strategy, we will need to understand its pattern. Only then you can be able to approach it in a right way. Okay, so let's start with it. So first we understand the NCLEX pattern. So everybody knows. Many of the people talk about that NCLEX has a CAT pattern. So basically, what is a CAT pattern? It's a computer adaptive test, which means the computer assesses your knowledge and determines whether you pass or fail. Now, most people have heard that computer stops at different number of questions, sometimes at 75, sometimes 80 or 85. So let's understand it why. The NCLEX has maximum of 150 questions, right? But it's not necessary that everyone exams stop at specific number of questions. This varies based on every individual performance, and just then because someone and it doesn't mean, let me correct it here, doesn't mean if someone failed at 85 questions that you will fail too. It's completely depend on your own performance. Here's how it works. The computer has a set borderline, a passing standard, right? If you consistently perform above the line, the computer becomes confident that you know the material and you know what will be safe for the patient, so declares you pass, and your exam and end up sooner, right? But if you keep fluctuating around the line, your computer takes time to declare whether you have knowledge or you don't know anything about it. So it keeps giving you more and more questions, which is why your question count goes up. I hope that gives you a clear picture of how CAT works. Now let's talk up now let comes to our topic and talk about the right strategy to prepare for NCLEX. First of all, I would clear you all, I'm not sharing any generic advice. I'll be sharing my personal experience, that exact approach I follow to pass my NCLEX in a very first attempt. Let's go through it step by step. Let's talk about the resources, right? For the resources, when it comes to resources, basically, everyone have their own opinion, right? Resources is like your foundation, your basics. You are going to clear your basics from your resources, right? You don't need to follow multiple resources. A lot of people say it's like, I read this book, I then that book, but honestly, the theory is same everywhere. Following too many resources just waste your time and leave you confused. For this, you just need to stick to one resource as much as possible you can, right? If you need a reference for the theory, Saunders is the best book. It explains everything clearly, concisely, and beautifully. If you don't have that book, let me know in the comment and I'll send you the PDF of Saunders and Clicks review, where you can clear all your theories, right? So here I discussed about the resources. Now we talk about the second thing, which is very crucial, that is notes. A lot of people wonders whether they should make notes or not. For me, making notes always works. Here's why. When you make your own notes and revise them repeatedly, then information gets copied in your memory. So when you are solving a related question in the exam or in your any mock test, you can easily recall exactly how and where you wrote it and just apply that knowledge over here. If you don't have much time, at least make short, concise notes and highlight the important points so your eyes can catch them during revision. One more tip I would like to share here. Whenever you make notes, leave some space after each topic. That is why, because whenever you come across new information later while solving question or get through some videos, so you can add it right under the topic, and it will get revised together when you are revising your notes. And it's very beneficial. I usually do that. Now, the most important thing everyone asks about, the question practice. This is where most people have doubts. How many times should you give to your question practice? Let me clear about one thing. If you are not practicing question, don't even try to book your paper. I know it's hard to build that routine in the beginning, but question practice is just as important as theory. I think practicing question is the only way you will actually understand the art of attempting paper, right? It also gives you in-depth insight into how questions can be framed from a particular topic, right? So whenever you're solving that questions, you can easily relate that I just read that line in my theory, in my notes, right? So start with 20 questions a day, then gradually increase it at least 50 random questions a day. Also, you can do one thing. Whenever you study a topic, just pair the topic with questions practice as well, so you can able to understand the necessary information that should be kept in mind, right? That way you can even evaluate your actual ability to apply the theory into your question practice. One more thing, whenever you are solving any question, try to read the rationale of that question and understand which option is correct and why that option is correct, and which option is incorrect and why that option is incorrect. Just study the rationale behind that incorrect question or the correct question, so you can get a full understanding of that topic, and you will be able to clear your 5 doubts with one question, right? Other than this, many of you have doubt like, should they need to solve two software or more than two? I think for me, quality always matter over quantity. Whenever you are solving one software, try to completely solve that software and try to understand everything, and then switch to another software. I'm not saying like you can't use two or multiple software. If you have completed your one software with in-depth knowledge, then you can switch to the next software. That is completely up to you. Now talk about your CAD. So your computer adapted test strategy, like you are going to sit in the CAD pattern, so you need to know what is CAD. So for that, start taking a CAD once you have completed at least half of your syllabus or more than half. Just try to solve one CAD per week. After that, when you come closer to your exam date, increase it two times, like two times in a week, and it definitely work. So you better understand the exam pattern, and whenever you're going to sit in exam, you will never feel something new is happening to you. So this is how your strategy work to you. Now, but I would like to share my personal experience. So, guys, consistency is key. Everybody knows. No matter how busy you are, make time every single day for revision and question practice. And please don't take advice from random people. Only listen to those who genuinely lived through the exam experience themselves. They are the one who can guide you right. Lastly, self doubt is extremely common during preparation. That is very natural. For this, you just need to stay confident and study every day. So as you build your confidence, and you will definitely pass, I know. So if you follow this strategy by heart, you will definitely pass. And I hope you like that video, and please comment in the section what are the resources you don't have, and whatever the resources I can provide you, just mention it. I have if I have those resources, I will provide you, and that will definitely help you in your preparation. So see you guys in next video. Till then, study hard and be consistent. Bye bye for now.